Hi, I'm Tom Ross, and when I'm not blogging I like to sit at home, drink some coffee and play on this Tunisian bongo. Hey everybody, and welcome to Ask Tom, the very first episode here at Blogs.FanExtra. Today I'm going to be answering one of our reader questions from last week. I actually ran a launch contest when we launched the new website, and 2 lucky readers are going to receive a 6-month FanExtra membership, as well as me answering their questions for the first 2 episodes of Ask Tom. I'm going to announce the second winner next week, but the first winner is Chris, who asked, what are the first few steps to growing a new blog to a few hundred readers per day? And this is a great question, Chris. It's something that I get asked all the time, whether it's 50 readers or 100 readers a day. A lot of people don't know how to start to get that initial few bursts of traffic to their site, and especially how to retain a readership and really build that up. So there's stuff that kind of goes without saying. Produce quality content, have a unique, well-designed blog design. These are things that you can't really live without, but they're also things that a lot of people already know, and you need more than that. That's the tip that everyone gives. Content is king. Have a nice looking blog. We've heard it all before. There's a short answer and a long answer. When I launched PSD Fan, originally it pretty much skyrocketed to about 100,000 readers in its very first month. But that's quite a specific niche. The main part of that traffic came from submitting to tutorial directories like goodtutorials.com. They will throw out thousands of views per tutorials. So if you run a tutorial blog, submit to tutorial directories, you've got thousands of readers a day, let alone a few hundred. For the rest of us, we're not in a niche like that. We don't always have those high traffic tutorial directories and stuff like that. So we've got to do it the old-fashioned way, which takes a lot more work, but ultimately it's a much better audience, much better readership. This is exactly what I'm doing right now with Blogs.FanExtra, and it's totally different from PSD Fan. It's something that I've done with older blogs, but I haven't done in a few years, so it's quite refreshing to go over these strategies and to launch a new blog in this way. Basically, I keep referring to Blogs.FanExtra as my slow burner when I talk about it to my friends and colleagues. I'm not aiming to skyrocket the traffic of this blog straight away. I want to build up a real quality readership. I want people to remain engaged, to return to the site, and build up a much better readership over time doing it that way. I don't want to get a burst of 10,000 readers who read one article and then never come back to the site. That may be easier in some cases, but it's not what I'm trying to achieve here, and I would recommend that this is a better way to deal with getting traffic to your blog in the early stages. Okay, there's 3 main points that I want to talk about today. Again, content is king, nice looking blog, just do those, but they're not worth talking about today. First of all, treat your blog launch like a product launch is probably my main tip. This actually goes before you even launch your blog, but it's a great way to build up some early buzz, some early traffic, and have a pretty instant readership on your launch day. There's quite a lot involved with this. If you've ever seen a successful product launch, a lot of work goes in behind the scenes, just building up this buzz, building up this attention. There's a few things that you should definitely be doing. First of all, produce your first month of content in advance. This is something you might have heard a few bloggers talk about, but it really is helpful. It takes a lot of the pressure off once you do go live, and you can focus on growing your readership instead of writing blog posts. So produce your first month of content in advance. Then you focus on a pre-launch rather than your actual launch. And what you want to do here, you set up a coming soon page. This builds a bit of anticipation. You tell people about this. Any network that you already have, you tell them. Social media profiles, you set them up. You start networking and chatting with other bloggers or other people in your niche, and you link to this page. And it won't get a ton of buzz, especially if you're not established, but it will get some attention, better than nothing. On this coming soon page, you want to do everything you can to provide value, to stand out, and most importantly to get people to sign up to some kind of email list. So to do this, you can do several things. You can include a video. That's something not many people are doing on their coming soon page. So just a video of you explaining exactly what your site's going to do, what's going to be different about it, what you're going to be talking about, stuff like that. Then you include your email sign-up form. You can use a service like Aweber is my personal favourite, or MailChimp, or any service like that. Simple email form, just name an email, sign up to be notified when we launch. And you put this up ideally about 3 weeks before you go live. 3 to 4 weeks is quite a good number. It helps if you give something away. Just like newsletter subscriptions on websites, you want to have some incentive for signing up. So you say sign up to be notified when my blog goes live, and if you sign up, I'll give you this ebook or this product or this download or something of real value. Make it something decent to get people signing up, get people talking about it and promoting your pre-launch page as well. So if you do all that, network, promote this pre-launch page, you can quite easily attract, dozens of sign-ups if you do it really well, hundreds, even thousands of sign-ups before your blog's even gone live. So you're not going to be launching a blog with nothing, with no readership, no attention, and just go from there. You launch with a bang. On day one, you email this list that you built up and say, hey, this blog that you said you were interested in, it's now live, go check it out. And you've got an instant audience. These people have said that they're interested in your blog. These aren't people who are randomly stumbling across your blog. They've proven an interest. That's your key readership. That's quality readers, people that are going to be easier to engage and interact with. So I will talk about this later in the month. I'm going to lay out the results of my first month with Blogs.FanExtra, how many readers we've got, how many email sign-ups, all that kind of stuff. But I will say we got over 100 sign-ups before we went live. So we launched, I emailed them, instant readership. This alone can take your blog from nothing to a few hundred readers if you do the pre-launch really well. So it's as easy as that, really. But you want to do a bit more than that. You want these readers to stick around, of course, and you want to try and push to grow your readership as quickly as possible, especially in the earlier days. So point number 2 is treat your early readers like a circle of friends. And this is the beautiful thing about launching a new blog, is you can pretty much know and personally interact with every one of your readers. Nowadays, when I'm running PSD-Fan, yes, I will still respond to almost every comment. I'll respond to almost every email as well, apart from spammy ones. But it's not the same. Blogs.FanExtra already, it's like a little community. I'm getting more comments on that than I am a blog with 250,000 readers a month. It's crazy stuff. You can just interact on a much more personal level, and again, this engages your readers more. You get to know them, it's more fulfilling. This is the kind of traffic that you want. So when I say treat your first readers like a circle of friends, how do you do this? Like say you respond to every single comment. You try and help them out. You can have a chat. You can add them all personally on Twitter or Facebook. You can interact with these people. These aren't readers. Treat them as your initial network. They're the most crucial thing to getting your blog off the ground. And you want to help them out. That's point number 3, is to give these friends value. So you want them to stick around. They've expressed interest, but you want to network with them. Yeah, you want to give them value as well. So for example, with Blogs.FanExtra again, we've launched and we've migrated our 30-minute redesign series over to this website. So in the first week, I redesigned Sue Hall. She's a long-time reader of ours, really, really great to talk to, and it was really nice to be able to get to redesign her blog. So I went ahead and did that as I wanted to. It was an interesting project. But the response was awesome. Sue, like I say, has been reading PSD-Fan and the FanExtra network for a while, but she got the redesign. She loved it. We got some great feedback from her. She then went to her blog and posted about it, just gave this brilliant shout out to FanExtra, and that's something I didn't expect at all. That is a nice knock-on effect of giving your reader value, of being nice to them, of interacting with them. And from there, I've had not only readers and feedback, I've had paying members, people buying stuff from our members area, purely on her testimonial. And that's one reader. You want that kind of interaction with every single reader, initially at least, at your blog. When you still have the power to do that, you should be able to list all your readers' names at the start pretty much. Especially, if you've got 10, 20 readers, it's not hard. Talk to them all personally, help them all out. If they pose a question, like today, don't ignore it, don't even respond in a blog comment, post a video, explain it in detail, write an article specifically for them, give them a shout out, and say, this one's for you, Chris, I hope it helps. And that way, these people are going to come back. Not many bloggers, especially more established bloggers, we're kind of established here with the FanExtra network, not a lot of them give people the time of day. They will ignore emails, they won't do this kind of thing. And the ones that do, the ones that responded to me as well, have really stood out to me. Quick example, Pat Flynn over at Smart Passive Income. He recently was featured in one of our blog posts. He left a really detailed comment thanking me for the feature, I'm trying to help my readers out, more information, and that was really good of him. On the back of that, we're now interviewing him, which is awesome because he's really good at what he does. I'm sure you're going to learn a lot from him. We're interviewing him early February. Again, it's this kind of thing, it's networking but on a personal level. Networking doesn't mean putting up a Twitter and posting links to your site. You've got to get out there and pretend it's like real life. Like Gary Vaynerchuk always said, social media, treat it like a cocktail party. Couldn't agree more. Treat your initial blog readership like a cocktail party. Get out there and mingle, and it's not all about pushing yourself, it's about helping others. I hope I haven't talked really fast for that answer and hadn't repeated myself too many times, but they are the three main things to really jumpstart your site to the first few hundred readers. And it's not rocket science. A successful pre-launch, doing the things that I mentioned, then treat your readers like friends and give them value. Those three things, not only are you going to get your first readers, your first few hundred readers, they're going to be coming back to your site. They're going to be telling their friends about your website, and they're going to be staying on your website as well. We've been seeing some crazy time on site statistics as well. And it's just a quality audience that you want, not just quantity, but this gives you both, the initial quantity and high quality readers. So again, Chris, I really hope that helped you today. If you've got any more questions, let me know, and I might do another video, or I'll just respond right back to you in the blog comments. Everyone else, I hope you enjoyed the video and this helped you as well. As part of the series, of course, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. And hopefully my favourite questions I will answer in a later part of the series, in the next episode maybe. And welcome to the site. Thanks for being such an awesome part of the community early on. It's really, really good to chat with all you guys, and I'll see you next week. Cheers.